For today, in our fourth review, there's also would appear the outstanding issue of putative father or putative parentage on the father's side of things. So I look forward to updates on all those after appearances.
Yes, Carson Howard, lawyer, guardian ad litem.
Ms. Sasha Thomas, counsel for the department. Ms. Latour.
Megan Latour, foster care worker.
Michael McFarland, representing mother.
Alexia, mother.
This placement is doing more than just keeping the child safe. They're monitoring milestones, healthcare, and early social interactions. Courts really focus on stability and quality of care, so these details matter a lot. Could you make the call on whether the child should stay or go home?
Right, Mr. Howard.
Yes, I was able to meet with Miss.
We are on YouTube,
yes.
So we'll avoid names if we can.
Yeah, I was able to meet with the minor child on Zoom on December 8th, 2025. We had plans for an in-person visit, but he was recovering from croup, I believe, which was pretty contagious, and I think he got it from his older sister. And I just didn't want to contribute to passing that along. He did have to go to the ER to treat this. They have a treatment that he received, and he gets observed for a few hours afterwards to ensure his throat doesn't swell up. But right now he's doing pretty well and just had a bad cough. I observed him just even in the Zoom meeting, some milestones like babbling. Heard him say dad to male caregiver home, and saw him pointing. Placement stated he really enjoys playing patty cake as well, so he's also doing those kind of things and engaging with the placement. He's not crawling just yet, which is okay. And early on is there monitoring a potential issue with his feet. Maybe something that he just grows out of, but I know early on is on top of it. Placement doesn't seem too worried. I hope it's just something that he's gonna outgrow. Overall, he continues to just be a very good baby. I saw a huge smile from him. He eats a lot and he enjoys a sweet potato puree. He isn't moving to solids yet just because he only has a couple teeth, so not a great chewer. But overall, I think it's in his best interest to remain in the placement. They're able to provide him with stability and care. And it is a loving home, and his half sister who really loves him is there too, recently adopted by this placement. This gives the mother ample time to continue to work through her case services plan and create a stable home environment for the child to return to if that were to happen. And then obviously the child did not share his wishes due to his age. Thank you.
Thank you. Testimony today, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you. And I would ask Ms. Latour to be sworn in to provide her report.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Ms. Latour, for today's hearing, you've provided a court packet with a few attachments. Are there any updates or modifications that need to be made to the report you wrote or any of the documents that you've included?
I still have not received the final update regarding Miss Rowe's positive drug screen, as that had gotten sent for further testing at her request. Her individual counselor confirmed that she had received the psychological evaluation that was sent. And then I still have not been able to locate any of the putative fathers that had been named, despite sending messages over Facebook, which is how Ms. Rowe had indicated that she was communicating with them. And I have not seen any of them on any of the other Vine Link or Lenawee County courts.
I'm just going to back up real quick. So let's start with the putative father portion. Your report indicates that you've reached out to a few or to all of the named individuals that Ms. Rowe has provided to you. Did you happen to give them a copy of a notice of hearing indicating that there was a putative father hearing today by any chance?
I did not when I first reached out.
A
None of them
positive drug test always raises red flags, but here the court gives her a chance to retest and show compliance. This shows how transparency and quick action can influence court decisions. Would you have done the same if it were your case?
responded, and then despite trying to make contact multiple times throughout this reporting period, none of them indicated that they had received any of the messages.
Okay. And then for the update on mom's positive drug screen, can you just clarify that or confirm that that screen was given to mom through her participation in the sobriety court?
Yes, that was through sobriety court. Her probation officer had reached out to me last week, letting me know that there had been a positive screen on the 2nd of this month, and that Miss Rowe was denying use and requested further testing for it.
Okay. The updates from Catholic Charities, they're really more of like an attendance record, I would say. Do they offer, have you asked if they can provide an update related to goals and whether they have reviewed that psychological with Miss Rowe?
Yes, I can get a more thorough report from her individual counselor. This is what I provided as an update is what they sent me, which is her monthly reports.
During this review period, it looks, during this review period, there were a couple of times that Miss Rowe canceled parenting time because of a toothache. Do you know if she's been able to go to the dentist to get that taken care of?
Yes, to my knowledge, she's went and gotten that taken care of and has not had any complaints since.
Wonderful. And is she still actively engaged in the Orchard's supportive visitation program?
Yes, she is.
Great. Do you know if there's any update as relates to her employment?
Yes, she let me know that she had gotten her previous job back at Sunoco. And from the looks of it, she's there full time. She provided a copy of her schedule to me over the weekend.
Great. And housing is still appropriate at this time?
Yes, it is still appropriate.
And parenting time, it seems like that's going well, that there are no noted concerns. Is there anything else that you'd like the court to know about your observations of parenting time or plans moving forward?
We did increase recently. I want to say it was last month. We had increased to 3 days a week. We have started to allow visits to occur in her home to allow for a more natural setting. We've kept one visit per week in the office, just as we are keeping an eye out on any potential risk or any potential concerns that may be had. It is semi-supervised while it is in office, to allow her a little bit more time with the child and to allow for a more natural setting than having someone watch the entire visit.
Based on mom's progress and benefit from her case service plan, what are the barriers to reunification at this time?
At this time, it is that positive screen. There's concern there. We have some concern with the financial situation due to one of the individuals that was living in the home no longer living there, and there being no way of knowing if he will return or not. So it is just the financial stability and then that positive screen.
Okay. So ensuring consistent, prolonged stability and sobriety sound like the main barriers that fair to
Yes.
say? Okay. Are there any elements on Ms. Rowe's case service plan that would need to be addressed during this review period?
I do not think that any one area needs to be specifically addressed.
Okay, so maintaining her engagement with, I guess, all the services in her case service plan?
Yes.
Okay. And for the child, can you just provide us a little update on how the kiddo's doing, and if there's any concerns about his ability to transition to and from parenting time?
The last time that I seen him, he was a bright, happy child. He's always smiling while I'm there. So he loves to be held. He loves to bounce. While I was there last month, the caregiver and me, we were kind of working with him on starting to crawl. We were helping him get his knees underneath him and trying to promote that. But they are consistently aware of what his needs are. They are always providing any medical appointments needed. They're on top of his health, and they are very active in the early on when they are there.
Does mom get an opportunity to engage with early on?
We are working on setting up a time for her to be a part of those.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like the court to know today?
No.
Thank you. With that, Your Honor, no further questions of Ms. Latour, and ask the court to accept the court report and its documents.
No objection.
No objections.
Thank you, they're received. Mr. McFarland, questions?
My understanding, my client is living in a house with her mother, correct?
Correct.
Her mother has her own source of income disability, and my client has full-time employment right now, correct?
To my knowledge, yes. I have not received any verifications of her mother's employment or disability due to her not being a case planning participant.
So you haven't asked?
I have not, no.
You haven't inquired what the total income of the household is?
Not recently.
And how do you have concerns that my client might not be able to afford it if you haven't asked these questions?
There was a brief moment when she had no employment, and that was sorry, I lost my train of thought. That was after I had received notice of her employment. So I did not know until this weekend that she was working full-time. I have not received a pay stub since she just started this new employment. So I am not aware of her hourly wage.
You know who's on the lease?
To my knowledge, when I had inquired, her and her mother were not on the lease yet.
So you need a copy of the lease, correct?
Yes.
Do you want verification from mother, if she'll provide it, of the income that's coming into this household?
If she is willing, yes.
My client indicates that she was able to get money from another nonprofit for the drug testing, and that's already out, I guess, as of today. Is that your understanding?
When I spoke with her probation officer earlier today, she had not received any notification that it had come back, so I was unaware of that.
I don't mean that's come back. I mean that my client had paid today for the test, had nonprofits donate the money for the testing today. Are you aware of that?
I was not aware of that.
Okay, I'll have her testify. Thanks. If the test comes back negative, which she anticipates it will, what's the pathway for her to have unsupervised parenting time?
Yeah, if it does come back, I have no problem transitioning to having at least one of her visits be fully unsupervised. We have just been taking an abundance of caution due to her previous history, and we're taking it slowly out of caution for the child.
And I don't see that during any of her parenting time, there's any concern with her being high under any substances, correct?
Correct.
Sounds as though she's focusing where she needs to focus right now, if I understood your testimony.
Yes.
Just set the lamp.
I have nothing further, thank you.
Mr. Howard, any questions?
Yes. Did Ms. Rowe provide an explanation for the, I guess, lack of engagement in the Care Pregnancy Center training?
She was struggling to find transportation with it getting colder out, and due to having the orchards in place and also the Care Pregnancy Center, I had told her that until she could find proper transportation, that she could continue with the orchards that was in her home.
Is there any specific updates from the Care Pregnancy Center about how she was doing, or just the attendance records?
It was just the attendance records. When I had requested, they had told me that there was no change in her participation level or during the sessions from when I had last inquired. So there was no specific updates.
And transportation still remains to be an issue?
Yeah, she has told me that she has a car that she is waiting on her uncle to finish fixing up.
And then with any of the supervised visitation, whether from orchards or from yourself, you haven't observed any concerns or issues?
I have not observed any issues.
Nothing further.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you for your
I have
testimony.
one question.
Go ahead.
My client informs me that she advised you that her drug classes, drug court classes are on Thursdays, same as her pregnancy agency classes, and you've excused her from the pregnancy agency classes while she was going to drug court. Is that correct?
To my knowledge, the Care Pregnancy lessons were after the court. So to my knowledge, she was attending the ones that she was able to.
Okay, thank you. Nothing further.
You may return to your seat. Thank you. Any other testimony today? Witnesses, Ms. Thomas?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. McFarland?
My client, Your Honor.
Ms. Rowe, come on up for a witness stand.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help
Yes,
you
I
God?
do.
Let me finish. Raise your hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Just stand here, be careful.
Why don't we go in reverse order? What was the conversation you had with your worker regarding your drug courts on Thursdays and your other class?
Okay, so every other Thursday I have a one-on-one with my therapist. So that would go over to the time of the Care Pregnancy Center. So I reached out and asked if, because transportation, back and forth from after, doing my Catholic Charities session, and then an hour later, you know, I have to go back for my one-on-one, and then it'll be like an hour later, I have to do my care pregnancy center. So the transportation was an issue then, but I asked if, you know, if I'm doing the orchards, you know, if I still had to do the parenting class for CPC. So I was under the impression that I didn't have to do the CPC and just stick with the orchards. And that's what I've been doing.
She told you that specifically? Is that what I understand?
That's what I was under the impression of when I asked.
Under the impression of what do you mean by that? Just
That I didn't have to do the care pregnancy center if I was doing orchards. That I could stick with the orchards.
I believe that's what she told you.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. What's your transportation situation now? It's changed, right?
Yes. So, I mean, I don't have a car that I own, but I do have a friend that when she is at work, she lets me use her vehicle. That's how I've been getting to work, and that's how I've been doing my visits for the last couple weeks. And it's been working out perfect.
So would you be able to do both classes now on Thursdays or not with that car?
Yeah.
If they would like you to do that, could you start that up?
Yes.
Okay. I think you told me, tell me, when did that, who paid for the independent drug test on that positive result, and when was that paid?
So I reached out to Rachel, which she is in with Catholic Charities, and at the day of the testing, it was Tuesday, and I asked her, I told her that it tested positive for cocaine and that they wanted $60 to send it out. I wasn't working at the time. I just started this Sunday. Well, this last Sunday, so it's been a week I've been working. And I explained to them that I don't have $60 to send it out to the lab. So she reached out to Teresa, which Teresa, she works with my probation officer. And she got back with me and told me that they would take care of it and get it sent out. So over the weekend when I went and dropped again, every other drop's been negative. Before that, they all been negative. So I asked them if it's been sent out, and they don't do it over the weekends. They don't send out to the lab over the weekends. So today when I went and dropped, because I had to sign and date it. So when I had
Did the probation officer send it out today?
at the drop place, they're sending it out in the mail today, but they couldn't send it out without me signing and seeing them package it up. So when I had asked if it was sent out yet, and they told me that they was waiting for the lab results, so I had asked the drop place, how was it sent out if I didn't sign and see it packaged up? Because they got to show you proof that they packaged it and sealed it. So I did that over the weekend, and they just sent it out today.
Where is this? Who is doing the testing for you?
I don't know the name. It's like the drug and alcohol drop place across from Frosty Boy.
Okay. And did your worker or anybody from her agency ask to do a testing of their own to see how you were?
No, but I'll greatly do it.
What's your income situation like right now?
So I get $13 an hour. I am working 30 hours a week. I'll get my first check this Friday because you gotta wait 2 weeks to get your first check. So last Friday I didn't get mine, so this Friday I'll get my first check.
And will you be sending a copy, just taking a photo of that on your phone and sending over to your worker?
Yes.
Okay. Anything you need help with on this case?
No.
Sounds as though you're probably, presuming you're okay with starting unsupervised visits, provided that test comes back negative, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When did your worker know the very same day you tested positive? False positive. Did your worker know that very same day?
Well, I reached out to Rachel at Catholic Charities, and then because I know it's not positive, because
just listen to my question. My question is the day that you tested positive, did you know that very same day that they believed that you tested positive?
Yeah, because they all communicate with each other.
Got you. And then did you call anybody? Did you call your worker and let her know on that day?
I didn't.
Okay. Did you do any type of test yourself or not?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Anything else that you wish to add today?
No.
Okay, and is your email still the same as, don't, well, I know your email on the air, but is your email still the same?
Yes.
Okay, I have nothing further.
Any questions, Mr. Howard?
Yes. What led you to change employment?
So I was in an accident with my niece and the doctors took me off for 3 days, and then because my ribs were really bruised and the job I was doing, it took, like I was a housekeeper, so I had to make beds and clean and stuff. So after the 3 days, I went back to work and I was working and it got worse. So I went back, they took me off for a couple more days. Well, with the doctor's note, the manager fired me still.
How long did it take you to come back to the new place of employment?
Not even a month.
Ms. Latour had some maybe potential concerns of your housing situation, and maybe somebody was on the lease that left the home. Can you just elaborate on that situation?
Yeah, so the person that was living with us, that was on the lease, I filled out an application for me and my mom to get added to the lease, and he was supposed to take it to the landlord. And when he said he was gonna go pay the rent and come back, he has still to this day has not been back. But my mom had reached out to the landlord and told them that we do have the rent money for this month. And they explained to us that we wasn't on the lease. So when they get back from vacation, they're supposed to be, coming by to get the application from me and my mom and go from there.
And what was the relationship of this guy? Was it just a friend?
Well, it was a boyfriend, but I knew it wasn't going any further when he left, so.
And prior to him leaving, what was the arrangement for paying for rent?
So when we moved in, he said that he would take care of the rent, 'cause he does lawn care and he did the lawn for that landlord. So he said he was gonna take care of the rent, and then me and my mom take care of the bills and the food.
And how much is rent?
900.
And do you have a ballpark of how much your mom brings home? And
So she gets disability and SSI, so she brings home about almost 800.
so you guys are pretty confident you'll be able to make it work
Yeah.
there financially. What was the form of the drug test that you tested positive on? Was it a urine test or was it saliva?
It was urine.
And was the one that you retested, was it the same?
Every test from there has been negative.
Oh, no, was it the same form that you retested on and had sent off to the lab? Was it a urine test again?
Yeah, it's the same. They keep it in the cup in the fridge
Okay,
and sends it out.
so it's the same sample as well? Okay. Nothing further.
Well, Ms. Thomas, do you have any questions?
I don't, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay.
Nothing further.
Thank you for your testimony. We return your seat.
I have nobody further.
No witnesses.
Ms. Rowe, what's your date of sobriety?
12/21/25.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, 2/21/25.
Nervous.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any other witnesses?
I have none.
No, Your Honor.
All right, comments in closing?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we would ask the court to maintain the goal of reunification. I don't think it's appropriate at this time to really go forward with any goal requests or putting efforts towards the concurrent goal of adoption. I think this review period, there were some situations in which might need ongoing monitoring to ensure stability, but it seems that Ms. Rowe is really doing what she can to be compliant with sobriety court and with her case service plan. It's great that she took the initiative to also ensure that the positive screen is being retested, and didn't simply just say, oh, I don't have the money and so I'm not gonna, I'm SOL. She really advocated for herself, and that's a really nice thing to see. I think that moving towards unsupervised parenting time is also appropriate, so we just ask the court to allow the agency to have the discretion to do so. And other than that, we would just ask for another 90-day review. Thank you.
Comments, Mr. McFarland?
Well, it looks as though my client is marching forward with her case service plan, and when the results come back, and we anticipate them to be negative, as she's not had any indication of being under the influence since her visits during this period. We're looking forward to some transitioning into some unsupervised parenting. Thank you.
Mr. Howell?
Yeah, I think we know that the child is going to be well taken care of in this placement, and allow for Ms. Rowe to, work through some of these issues and complete some of the tasks in her case service plan. And I'm impressed with how she's navigating some of these issues. She lost her job and was able to find employment pretty quickly after. Housing will be a big, are they able to support that? It sounds like they have a plan to make that work. Pay the rent, stay on that lease, which it sounds like an appropriate house at this time. And I think the big thing for myself and the best interest of the child.
Mom has secured a job, stable housing, and is handling her drug testing responsibly. Courts reward steady progress like this, which can lead to unsupervised visits. It's a reminder that even small, consistent steps can have a big impact on reunification.
The child moving forward is whether this can be a stable arrangement to potentially transition the child back to Ms. Rowan. She's well aware of her history. I'll be looking for a long period of stability where she can prove to us that she's got it all taken care of, and she's doing a great job so far of navigating those little hiccups as well. So, and I would support the agency having discretion, and if she is able to re-engage with Care Pregnancy Center, the more services, the better for her. So, thank you.
Okay. The court finds all interested parties were given notice for purposes of today's review hearing. I too want to recognize the progress and stability that Ms. Rowe is making. It's great to see. But I agree with Mr. Howitt. It's going to be, and I'm sure she already knows this, we're going to need to see a long period of stability in order to make sure that we can safely return the child to her care. She's overcoming many of the routine challenges, albeit under the dual jurisdiction of our court as well as sobriety court at this time. So we'll look for her to continue demonstrating that stability. I will grant requests to allow the department to expand to unsupervised visits. The only thing I didn't see in here that maybe I might want a little more information about at the next review period is progress on the recommendations in the psychological evaluation specifically. So maybe just digging in a little bit deeper. Information on medication reviews with a potentially psychiatric review as well. There's a recommendation for some group therapy, but I'm glad to see that she's engaged in some individual therapy. That's certainly great news. Okay, today was also the putative father hearing. I hear you on what's happening with them. Encourage you to look at potentially just publication at this point. It doesn't sound like they want to hear from you anymore, and I don't think you need to go through that. You know what to. But anyway, yeah. So the child will still remain in his current placement. That is the safest and least restrictive under the circumstances. DHS has the discretion to expand into unsupervised periods parenting time. In recognition of Ms. Rowe's continued progress, and it does not appear any risk associated with unsupervised parenting time at this point. Your church services reports appear to see Ms. Rowe appearing on time, properly prepared, and making it when she can. So that's great. And we'll do our next review on March 10th at 9:30. So March 10th at 9:30 will be review and permanency planning. And I'll have the court order out in a few minutes, unless there's any other questions. That's all for today.